there.
No, go ahead.
That's all.
What?
We'll see.
We haven't been on this trail before, I'm pretty sure. Or if I did it, it was so long ago. It's gone from me memory. Okay, so one of the things I've been wanting to do is a video. I've got 4 things, non-gear related, that I'm going to change when I get back on the trail to help ensure that I finish the trail. Number 1 is get more miles per day. So one of the ways I can do it is get up earlier. No more just lounging around with my coffee. I'm gonna get up earlier, at least get on the trail by 8 every day. That, to me, that's a good goal. I think I can do that. And just hike, and especially when it's warmer, by leaving early in the morning, take a little siesta. Then I usually always hiked until right before the sun went down. So I was always ready to go to bed, really ready to go to bed when the sun went down. But getting more miles, a lot of people ask, how many miles did you do? And seems like I averaged anywhere between 8 and 15 miles a day. It was very, very wide swings. But if I can get myself down to make sure I do minimum 10 miles a day or more, I should be able to start getting 14, 15, maybe 20, depending on the terrain. Because the first 700 miles obviously is lots of mountains, lots of up and down, long water carry, just a lot of stuff that slowed this old lady down. But starting in the Sierra, I'll have plenty of water, so I'm not going to have those heavy long water carries. Okay, number 2 is less 0 days. I know some people, they take 1 or 2. I went back and looked through some of my all my data, and it looks like I took at least 24 0 days. For those of you who don't know what a 0 day is, a 0 day is a day that you don't hike any miles. What I want to do is turn those into Neros, which is you hike a few miles, and others you just hike, you go out and hike that day. You don't hang out in towns very long. But that being said, when I was on the trail, there were so many storms, and often I would be getting ready to head out, and then a storm would come in. So like when I was in Wrightwood, we all were getting ready to head out up to the trailhead, and all the hikers were coming back saying they couldn't get on trail because it was hailing and snow and craziness. Okay, on the 0 days, like for instance, Casa de Luna. Came in there in the middle of a storm and got some resupply there, enjoyed the amazing kindness of trail angels, Terry and her husband, who are now up in Washington, I believe. But it was beautiful, but it was storming like crazy, rain and thunder and all that stuff, as the same was for Hiker Town, and also when I like Idlewild. So I'll use those excuses or those reasons why I did take so many 0 days, but it all adds up, and sometimes that's just something you need to plan for. And so there you have it. We're at the base of Mount Wilson. Okay, number 3, food. I didn't know what I was doing, obviously, and I'll insert a picture here of all the food. That I did. I was dehydrating for 3 months, all kinds of stuff. I had bags and bags of stuff, and every time I went to the market, I would get stuff and, store up. So when I got it all out, it was like, I think I had enough to feed everybody on the trail, right? And I packed as much as I could in each of the resupply boxes. The girls at the office were sending them to me, but each one that I got, several things happened. Number one, there was way too much food in them, so I would pass some of it out to other hikers. I would take what I liked, and also I would take stuff that didn't need water depending on where I was at, or if it needed water depending on where I was at. And then I put a bunch of food in the hiker boxes, so I just way overthought the food situation. But now I know what I like, what I'll eat on the trail, because you definitely need food for fuel on the trail. And even though I wasn't hungry, there was nothing in my pack that enticed me to eat, you know what I'm saying? Except for coffee and Spam. And then I found that I liked instant breakfast in my coffee. I did like the tuna packs, and I had extra mayonnaise packs that I put into the tuna to get extra calories, and then also served it up on crackers. And then I would cold soak oatmeal. So those were kind of like my main staples that I enjoyed on the trail. Therefore, as I'm preparing my new resupply boxes, whether I get to use them this year or not, we'll see, but all that into consideration. Okay, number 4, training. I did not do any trail training, hiking training last year. I did a lot of hikes, but pretty much I didn't do anything the month before launch because I was so busy getting everything ready to go on trail. I had to get my house all packed up because of renting out the house, you know, just coordinating my resupply boxes. And I wasn't really worried about it because I wasn't in any big hurry. So thus, you know, the low mileage on the first couple weeks on the trail. So this way I'll be able to get some more miles in too, is if I can hit the trail with a little bit more strength and training. You know, if I can just even go out and hike 3 times a week, especially on like Hell Hill or Fossil Ridge, will be good. But so happy that I have a place like this 20 minutes from my house that I can just come out and play.